So we continue part 2, right, for Parashat Kedoshim. So we stopped here. אמנם מה שצריך עוד לבאר, so said indeed we need to explain more. Why here it says only the negative part of the mitzvot? Because it said שנאמר איש אמו ואביו תיראו. You should fear your mother and father. Because, and this is fear, right? Be afraid of them. והרי יש גם מצוות כבד את אביך ואת אמך בחיוב, right? And the positive one is to honor them on the positive night, like on the mitzvot aseh, like to do something for them, not just to fear them and not to disappoint them. And also, when it says, וכמו כן אומרו את שבתותיי תשמעו, keep my Shabbases, the שמירה היא חלק הלא תעשה, right? The not do mitzvot. והרי יש בשבת גם מצוות עשה, right? After the זכור את יום השבת לקודשו, these are mitzvot that we're supposed to do, right? מצוות עשה הם מצוות לא תעשה. ויש לומר בהקדם, we should say, prior to that, what he wrote, הרב הקדוש רבי משה מדולינה, זכותו יגלנו, so he founded his word to explain about the question of Rashi. מדוע כאן מגדים אמו לאביו, ובמצוות כבד את אביך ואת אמך, הקדם אב להם. Why fear the parents, the mother come first to the father, and the mitzvah of honor them, the father come first. ומבאר, and he explained, the מצוות כבד את אביך ואת אמך, right, the mitzvah of honor your father and mother, it's related into the midat ha-chokhmah. That's the root of the mitzvah. Remember we learned yesterday that the root of the mitzvah is connected to the upper world, and the father is the male, is the giver, is the right side, which is the chesed and love. So honoring is related to the father, to the right side. שמכבד ונותן להוריו. So when he respect and give to his parents, then first is the father, and therefore the father comes first in the pasuk. שמאבא נמשך לאמא, from the father it goes into the mother. But the mitzvah of איש ואמו ואביו תיראו, but fear is first the mother, because the mother is the fear and she is from the left side. Her root is into the bina, into the wisdom. That's the mother. And therefore now fearing, the mother comes first. And from the mother it goes to the father. And it says in the Zohar HaKadosh, Abba ve'ima kechad hashad, like the father and the mother, they always have to go together. You cannot have one without the other. It doesn't work well. You cannot be in fear all the time or be with love all the time. Shneim ke'echad. However, when you do the kibud, right? When you do the kibud, the main thing is the father, because the roots relate to the chesed, which is related to the chokhmah, to the kindness, to the wisdom, to the intellect. In the morah, in the fear, the main one is his mother, because her root goes all the way to the midah of gvura, which is related to the ira, and it is related to the wisdom, to the bina. And according to his holy word, אפשר להסביר מדוע כתוב במצוות אלו רק את חלק הלא תעשה. Why in these mitzvot the verse is talking about the לא תעשה, right? On the mitzvot לא תעשה. איש אמו ואביו תיראו, ואת שבתותיי תשמעו. So, as explained, these mitzvot are like continuing to the other verses which relate to the קדושים תהיו. And he says, והנה מרן אדמו"ר בעל בית אברהם, זכותו יגיע אלינו. He said, the rabbi says, on the pasuk, right? I think we sing it every Shabbat night when we sing Eshet Chayil. Isha yirat Hashem, hi titalal. Right? You know this verse? We're singing it. A woman that fears Hashem, she will be praised. He said, so this type of desires, the only advice or the cure for that, or the something that will help, is fearing Hashem. Because against these desires of immorality thing, right, a riot, a Jew should really put an effort and to be with the sirut nefesh in Irat Hashem, because there is a judge and there is a judgment, and Hashem knows all our action and everything that we do, including our thought. So we need the fear, which is not the same if you will serve Hashem with the level of the midah of Ava only. That's not good enough because he can fall into negative love if there is no fear. He can justify every avera. And this is what it says here, Kedoshim tiyu ki kadosh ani, you will be separated, you will be sanctified, you will be kadosh, holy because I'm kadosh. Hashem, right, our God. Ish imo v'aviv tirau, you should fear your mother and father, and my Shabbos says you have to keep, tishmeru. This is the mitzvot lo taseh. And the Holy Torah wrote here, the sgulim, right, the thing that are capable to bring us to the Kedoshim, and specifically in the middle of fear. That's the main thing. Although love is a higher level, but fear is the first thing that we should have. And David HaMelech said, Yirat Hashem, right, Reshit Davar, Sof Davar Golishma, Yirat Hashem. That's the main thing. And by having that yira, he's bringing from the root of the mitzvah. And he's doing the tikkun of the root. And that root is from the midah yira, and it's come from the bina. And therefore it says, the part of it, נכתב דווקא חלק, הלא תעשה שבמצווה, שהוא המסוגל להמשיך יראת השם משורש המצווה. Because you cannot get into the level of קדושים, unless if we'll have the yira, the fear, same way like אישה יראת השם היא תתעלה, like a woman that fear Hashem, she will be praised. And therefore it says, את שבתותי תשמורו, also, the mitzvot לא תעשה, in the language, in the word of, the context of shmira, to guard, to keep, to watch. And that's the main thing. And this is how it said. So just to summarize. So it said the pasuk that a person should fear his mother and father and keep my Shabbases. And then we have a verse so talking about you should be Kedoshim because I'm Kadosh. And they're all related to the mitzvot aseh, lo ta'aseh, to the fear. And that's why it's coming first. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we should all be having a Yirat Hashem, but year not from the punishment, but from the glory of Hashem. And then we'll have Ava as well to love. Thank you for listening and have a great, great, great Shabbat.